Hello friends, today I'm going to give you an introduction about HDFS components. This is the architecture of HDFS. Here you can see there are mainly four components: client, name node, secondary name node and data node. This HDFS architecture works like master slave architecture, that is name node works like master, data node works like slave. Name node contains all the metadata information related to the files stored in the data node. When a client requests for writing a file, the name node first checks the file size and the number of blocks to be generated from that file and number of data nodes required to store that file. After that, it tells the client back these are the data nodes to be written and the files are stored in the data node. Same time, the file created, the file creation date, time, where the files are stored, in which data node these files get stored, all the metadata informations are stored in the name node. The design of HDFS is based on two types of nodes, that is name node and data node. Here name node and data node plays very important role. You can see different functions of name node here. A single name node manages all the metadata needed to store and retrieve the actual data from the data nodes. No data is actually stored on the name node. Clear? Name node just store the metadata information and not the data. Name node is responsible for opening, closing and renaming any files. Then directory management, in the sense if we create any folder under any other folder like subfolders, all these directories are managed by this name node. Mapping of blocks to data nodes, in the sense once the file is divided into different blocks, suppose I consider a file which is divided into three different blocks, and these three different blocks are stored in three different data nodes. So all these mapping informations are stored in the master, that is name node. Name node also manages data node failure. We'll see about this later. The last function is name node manages block creation, deletion and replication. Uh, as we discussed in the last session, replication concept tells you that HDFS by default having replication factor of 3, in the sense each block is um, saved 3, in the sense replica of a file, 3 replications of a single blocks are stored in different data node. Okay, this replication is also managed by the name node. Finally, the data node, this is the slave part which is responsible for read and write request, which will handle the read and write request. First we'll look at the write operation. Write operation is having 5 different steps. First step is client requests name node to create a file. We'll look at this steps in diagrammatic form. Say, as I said, HDFS architecture is having client, name node, data node. We'll discuss about secondary name node later. First, I'll consider only these 3 components. First, I will tell you the difference between data node, rack, and cluster. Data node is a separate, it's a simple computer. The group of data nodes, the group of n data nodes together called as rack. There will be number of racks in HDFS. The group of racks called as cluster. Clear? Data node is a single computer, group of data nodes called as rack, group of racks called as cluster. So during write operation, at the beginning, client requests a name node for the creation of the file. Where do I write a file? Okay. Second step, name node will find a number of blocks and data nodes needed. In the sense, the file is generated by the client. When he give the save option, name node will find the size of the file and divide the file into different blocks and find the number of data nodes needed to store this file. Third step is data node is assigned to the client to store the file. Fourth step, client will write these file, in the sense write the data blocks in the data nodes with the replication factor of 3. Clear? If I take a file is having 2 data blocks, 2 into 3, 6 data blocks get stored in different tracks. Okay, remember that two data blocks are stored in the same rack, one another replication. In the sense, single data block is replicated 3 times, right? Two replicas are stored in the same rack. Third replica is stored in another rack, because if any rack failure occurs, another data block can be recovered from another rack. Fifth step is client will tell the name node that write operation is complete. These are the different steps of write operation. Next we'll see about the read operation. This is having 3 different steps. Here first step is client will request for a file with the name node. The name node will check the file name in the table present in the name node, and it also check the metadata and provides the access to the client. Third step is after getting the access, client will read the file and informs after read process, it will inform the name node that the read operation is complete. Then next we'll see what happens during the node failure. Say, while data transfer is progressing, the name node also monitors the data nodes by listening the heartbeats. The lack of heartbeat signal indicates potential node failure. Clear? Say, I'll take this diagram. Say, during the read or write operation, name node will observe the data node. Name node will observe the data node. Each time during the data transfer operation, there will be a signal. There will be a signal. Data node keep on observing this signal. This signal is called as heartbeat signal. Failure of this signal indicates that the failure of the particular data node. In such case, I said the replica of the data block will be present in some other data node, right? That replica will be taken from another data node. Clear? I'll illustrate in another diagram. See here, if that heartbeat signal is failed from this data block, data node, what happens? Suppose the name node or client is requesting for block 2, that block 2 will not be received from this data node. In such case, block 2 will be received from another data node. Here computer 1 is considered as data node 1. Okay, such case the client will receive the information block 2 from data node 1. So here it says that data node 3 is failed. Okay, in such case, this data node is completely removed from the HDFS pool. Clear? This is about HDFS component. In the next session, we'll see about the replication concept in detail. Thank you. Take care, students. Bye.